Hey everyone, it's Misty with My Paper Cuts, and I am back on again today with another card share. So I get requests for first birthday cards all the time, and I wanted to make a bunch that were just neutral. So I got out this stamp from My Favorite Things. It is the Number Fun collection, but this is number 1. This is the only one I have in the collection. But it's cute with that bunny and those sweet sentiments. And then I used Graphic 45 Baby to Bride collection. I used this plaid, which is called Lullaby. This dotted one, which is called Love Me Tender. And this one with the Winkin', Blinkin', and Nod rhyme on it. And this is called Dream a Little Dream. And I just like this one because of the colors. You can't really see the story there. So here are my cards, and I do have 2 versions. There's only one change between them, and that is the color of the hearts. So I recently dug this back out of my stash. This is the Decofoil Transfer Gel. This is the original. This isn't the duo. So this is the one that you have to let dry and use with your foils. So for those of you who haven't seen this, you can use this through your stencils. I've seen some people kind of stamp with it, which is tricky. But basically you can use this to do some kind of dimensional foiling on your projects. You just, I stenciled it using this stencil from Simon Says Stamp. And you let it dry for at least an hour until it's completely transparent, and then you run it through your mink or your laminator with those types of foils. So you need to use like mink foil or deco foil. You can't use the glimmer foils with this technique. But what I like about it is you get this dimension. It's not just flat or indented foiling. You actually get kind of dimensional foiling. It's a little bit easier to see with the white. It's cool because, and it's also going to be imperfect because you can't really get this perfectly smooth. So I really like it. It's fun to play with. So this one here, those hearts are foiled using this Decofoil, Decofoil, and this is the opal. And this is transparent. So when you use this, this dries completely clear. So whatever color of cardstock you use underneath it is going to show through. I do want to play with this on black. I originally purchased this because I thought I would use it for my daughter's save the dates, but it was too transparent for the effect we were going for. She really preferred the gold. And then this one is done using the white from Mink. So this is... yeah, it's just called white. Both of these you can find on Amazon if you have trouble finding them at like a local store or something. So the image is watercolored using my Distress watercolor pencils. I keep talking about those, but I've been using them a lot. This is the patina color. The rabbit is done in antique linen, and then the blanket is done with rusty hinge, done very lightly, and then the grass is done with just peeled paint. And there is a little tiny touch of tattered rose in his ears, but I did do his blush with blush from my actual makeup. I really like to do blush with my real life blush. So that panel is, or he is fussy cut out, but then the bottom is cut with the double stitched rectangle die that I have. It's from Simon Says Stamp. But the top portion is cut out using my brother's Scan and Cut. And then the panel that he's on with the hearts have, it's also cut out with that same stitch, so everything lines up nicely. The sentiment, I did snip it apart. I promise it did not scream, but I snipped it apart so I could stamp it once and layer it up without having to mask. And that is on just a little banner piece. And then it's layered on a little bit of a peach colored cardstock. That is the Craft collection from Hobby Lobby that has, I believe it's an off-white, a light craft, a peach, and a gray, but it has that little bit of craft in it. But the color is what I was looking for. Behind that offset, it's on a panel that is dry embossed with this embossing folder from Sizzix. I believe this is a Tim Holtz one, but it's like a basket weave. And I inked around that a little bit with tea dye because it has that peachy tone to it that goes nicely with the colors I've chosen. And then behind that is the pattern papers from Graphic 45, and along the edge there, I don't know if you can see it very well, but I did use these stitching dies from Impression Obsession. I have them still connected. These two are still connected and these three are connected. I just used this one and left them connected and just ran them along the edge there to give a little bit of detail. And then this twine on top is from Prima. It is the apricot jute. I have a huge roll of that. And then the inside of the card, it just says happy first birthday. So that is my cards that I did with the foiling. And then I did 8 of each. So I have plenty in my stash for when my friends come looking for first birthday cards. I do like to show the whole pile because it's such an accomplishment when I get this many cards done. So that is my card share for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a wonderful day.